Pop music performed in large outdoor venues is a staple of music fandom. Individual performers and bands appear routinely before thousands live. The first group to do so in the U.S. were the Beatles. Beatles' frenzy and the demand to see them perform in person required larger venues. So their first American concert was held in the Washington Coliseum in Washington, D.C. in 1964. As we can see from this clip, there were quite a few technical issues at the start of that performance. The screaming audience was a new thing as well. The Beatles later performed at Shea Stadium in New York City. We see the stage set up on the baseball infield, far from the audience. The screaming fans again threatened to drown out the performers. By 1966, the Beatles had had enough, and after a concert at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, gave up live performance as a group. By 1969, technical issues were mostly resolved, the fans more respectful, and seated closer to the performers, as we see in this clip from the Rolling Stones tour of the U.S. from that year. The German band Rammstein played a concert in Athens, Greece in 2010. On display are all the technical and pyrotechnic innovations that are taken for granted and expected at mega concerts. It's almost as if the music has taken a backseat to the spectacle. It's quite a change from those Beatles concerts of 50 years ago. As a side note, both the Washington Coliseum and Shea Stadium have been demolished, as will Candlestick Park after an August 2014 concert featuring Paul McCartney.
The Big Lebowski is a 1998 film written and directed by the Coen brothers. The bizarre and unorthodox storyline cannot be adequately summed up in under 2 minutes, so as a fan, I suggest you give it a watch and keep an open mind. Although it only made $46 million at the box office, it has since become a cult classic.
I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Lebowski Fest began in Louisville, Kentucky in 2002 with 150 fans in attendance and has since expanded to several other cities. The festival is typically held over 2 nights. The main event each year is a night of unlimited bowling plus costume and trivia contests. Other events include a pre-fest party with bands the night before the bowling event, as well as a day-long outdoor party with bands, vendor booths, and games. Various stars from The Big Lebowski have attended the fest over the years, including Jeff Bridges, who in 2005 showed up at Lebowski Fest in Los Angeles singing and playing The Man in Me by Bob Dylan, which is featured in the film. In 2011, members of the cast reunited at Lebowski Fest in New York, including Bridges, Julianne Moore, John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, and John Turturro. The Big Lebowski even inspired an online religion called Dudism in 2005. This religion is devoted to spreading the philosophy and lifestyle of the movie's main character. Also known as the Church of the Latter-day Dude, the organization has ordained over 130,000 Dudist priests all over the world. So if you're a fan, Lebowski Fest is your ticket to a good time. If, however, you saw the film and didn't enjoy it, the dude has a message for you.
Well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
Game of Thrones is the popular HBO series based on the equally popular book series A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. The series has created a large and very active fandom, and fans have found many ways to express their love. Let's use everyone's favorite mother of dragons, Daenerys Targaryen, as an example. If you want to look like Daenerys, these YouTubers will show you how to steal her look. This YouTuber will show you how to do her makeup. This one will show you how to do her kick-ass braids. And this YouTuber will show you how to hand-make her accessories. If you're not the do-it-yourself type, don't worry. You can buy replica costumes and accessories on Etsy. You can even incorporate your love for her on a daily basis by buying Game of Thrones merchandise. From jewelry to keychains to Mother's Day cards to, yes, even yoga pants that say Khaleesi on the back. Etsy has everything your Daenerys-loving heart desires. But that's not the only way to show your love. Why not make a music video like this fan who set hers to the song Radioactive?
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in.
Or why not join Tumblr and make some GIFs? Or GIFs, however you want to pronounce it. Or perhaps some graphics. And if you're willing to shell out even more bucks, you can go on eBay and get the collector's trading card with actress Emilia Clarke's signature on it. Now that you have all the memorabilia and merchandise, it's time to cosplay.
Cosplay is made up of two words, costume and play, which means to dress up as a character, whether from anime, cartoons, video games, movies, books, and so on. People who do cosplay are called cosplayers, which is different from people who dress up on Halloween. There are generally two main ways for a person to dress up as their characters. One way is to buy or commission someone else to make the costumes for them. The other way is for people to make their own costumes, or do a combination of both. Buy parts of the costumes and make the rest by themselves, or buy help from other people. Making a costume is by no means an easy task. It requires some math, skills in sewing, and knowing one's own body type. Because of this, people tend to congregate online to share tips and tricks about their cosplaying skills. So therefore, the cosplay fandom exists, not only for cosplayers, but for photographers, models, and many other people who enjoy seeing cosplayers' skills and making their own costumes. The most popular places to see cosplayers are at conventions pertaining to anime, movies, and video games. Like most animes, Fairy Tail started off as a manga, which was created on August 23, 2006, and the anime was created on October 12, 2009. The first segment of the Fairy Tail anime ended on March 30th, 2013, at 175 episodes. The second segment, sometimes referred to as Fairy Tail 2014, just started on April 5th, 2014. Fairy Tail takes place in a town named Magnolia, which resides in the kingdom of Fiore. In every town in Fiore, there is a magic guild. The one in Magnolia is named Fairy Tail. The basic plot of the anime revolves around the guild members in Fairy Tail, mostly Lucy, Urza, Natsu, and Gray. The following is the Fairy Tail fandom. Number 1. We love Fairy Tail with passion. Number 2. We always share links, photos, and information. Number 3. Hiro Mashima is the writer and illustrator of Fairy, the Fairy Tail manga. Number 4. Shipping is creating relationships between two characters in the show, but don't have relationships in the actual show. Ship wars are disagreements about what characters should be shipped. Number 5. In the anime, the character Sting is blamed for everything because he was the most powerful wizard in Fiore, but now he's not because the Fairy Tail Guild is making a comeback. Number 6. Fandoms should be positive, accepting places, not negative, unaccepting places.
Brony, an adult male fan of the TV series My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, a combination of the words bro, as in brother, and pony. My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic is an animated TV show intended for young girls between the ages of 2 to 11 years old, or so they thought. Bronies are between the ages of 14 to 57 who are drawn to the show's characters, stories, and animation style. The older female fans are identified as Pegasisters, while the community as a whole are known as the Herd. Bronies are known for their creative works in fan fiction, art, music, and animation. There are full-length fan-made episodes, multiple high-quality animations, crossovers, and even live-action shorts. There is so much Brony-created content that much of it rivals the show itself. Brony-created content has gotten so popular that a fan-made character is now featured on the show by the name of Derpy-Loops. Bronies can meet in person at scheduled meetups all over the world. These meetups can range from a couple of bronies watching a few episodes together to annual conventions that attract hundreds to thousands of fellow bronies. So next time you see a brony, remember, it's just another fandom. Keep calm and brony on.